Yeah.
What about you, Noah? You guys sit.
What? Sorry.
That would have been I don't think anybody has kissed on the podcast.
Oh, I am not kissing no man. Heck no.
Said you're going to start recording whenever, so.
I did. But I was lying. Because we started.
But
right
you
now.
started.
Yeah. Oh, we're starting?
We're starting.
The red light.
It's going.
The red light is on.
It's already been started.
This man in the grapes.
We're good. You want one? I just brushed my tail.
Oh, that was a bad throw.
Do it off the wall.
No.
Okay.
No. It's
No.
You, like, got worried about it.
no.
That was
close.
Last try. Third time's.
Almost went down. Holy shit. All right, way to fucking break things in. Connor, how are you, dude?
I'm doing great, man.
I'm
just woke up from a 2.5 hour nap.
On a Saturday, the weather, it's rainy outside, feels great outside. Had a good time last night with my cousin, just hanging out, not doing any explicit activities whatsoever. Connor, whenever you saw me for the first time, what was your first impression?
Well, I'm not going to lie. So, last semester, the guy that was living there had moved out. Mm-hmm. And he went to go do stuff for football. Respect for him. So, I was like, man, I kind of hope that dorm stays unoccupied. And then I walked in and I saw all your stuff just on the center of the table. And I was like, And then I met you. I was like, okay, this guy seems chill, and just every day it's just grown from there. So
I was worried because my first two roommates, I had a roommate move out, and then at my next college, I didn't have a roommate. So I was like, I've never really, other than like having an apartment, had a roommate. And roommates can make or break your college experience.
Yeah, or make or break a friendship.
Yeah, that too.
Because my best friend, we best friends all through high school. I mean, we're still good friends, but we always had our ups and downs every now and then. Mm-hmm. But here, I mean, I made a new friend, Trent. Not you, but
not me. A different Trent.
A different Trent, and I enjoy him. He's a little.
You enjoy him? You enjoy him?
No.
You enjoy him?
No.
What is?
Hey, yo.
What do y'all?
I enjoy talking to him and like letting go,
yeah.
like someone to talk to. He's kind of there.
I'll just mess with you. I before I came up here, I probably said on the podcast, I was like, I never had, or at least for the last couple of years, I haven't had any like boys, And I was like, now I feel like I have boys. Like I got my guys. We're gonna go out. We go out and throw. You stayed up here and did your homework like a good student. How are your grades right now?
They're good. You know, I'm a math major, as you know, so 90% of the time I'm doing something for some class.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not bad. I enjoy math, but sometimes it can be a bit much, not even going to lie, because I do miss out on stuff like going down to throw and all that.
I've always liked math. I've always liked numbers. Like, not saying it's like came easy, but it's just like in math, there's only one answer.
Yeah,
so
you can't. It doesn't lie.
Exactly. Math don't lie. Ball don't lie.
My dad always told me
Does
that.
Noah lie?
No.
How many girlfriends you got, Noah?
How many have I had?
You got right now. At once.
One?
How many girlfriends do you have?
None right now.
Okay, let me rephrase the question. How many girls off Tinder are you snapping right now?
A good handful.
That's what you're supposed to do. Young at college, like you're supposed to go have fun.
I guess.
Well, that's what you've been doing.
Yeah.
I
don't know. Just probably a handful.
I don't know, dude. I can't ever see myself downloading Tinder again.
Don't.
Or Bumble.
Don't.
The one I had last was Hinge. And that was kind of better, but it's just I don't want to meet somebody online.
Yeah, meeting somebody in person is so much easier because they're not like are you gonna kill me? Are you gonna
Exactly.
do something? Like,
But like Kira and Remy the other day,
Yeah.
I didn't know them, but we met in person and went to the casino and like made memories.
yeah.
Weren't great memories because they almost got fucking kidnapped, but it was fun.
Yeah.
Should we tell that or should we wait for them to come on?
Wait
Let's wait for them.
Yeah.
I feel like that's their story.
Yeah, I got assaulted at the Choctaw Casino. I said,
screaming for me to come.
I said-
come running around the corner.
Noah, somebody wants to play. I was like, I wasn't going to fight the guy, but I was like, if he sees Noah come around the corner and your eyes are this fucking big, he's going to run the other fucking direction.
Yeah.
Him and his braids. His friend with the braids. That was crazy. You said you went to the casino with your friends last night?
No, so some of my friends were at the casino last night, and I just met up with them in the morning. Got them some breakfast.
What'd you
Yeah.
get at Jimmy's Egg? I've never been there.
It's good. Not the healthiest of foods, but it's good. I'll always get the cinnamon roll pancake, and it's really good. They like take a pancake, put the cinnamon stuff that you put in a cinnamon roll, and then put the glaze on it. It's a lot of calories, but
That sounds so good, bro.
it's
But
so
we can't
worth
have
it.
No, we can't. But we can have it. Lean back a little bit. You're blocking the
Well,
Connor.
I don't know if I'm in it.
There ain't much to see.
Just go look. I'll sit there.
Chinese fire drill. Okay, lean back a little bit.
That's what I told you.
Because, okay, right there.
Yeah, I told you.
If you move back a little bit, I'm out.
If I have to, I'll move forward.
I don't know why I didn't think of that. Yeah.
Alright, yeah.
Yeah, see? Boom, problem solved.
But yeah, I love breakfast food. I love pancakes over waffles. Don't sue me. Buttermilk pancakes. I don't like syrup though. I don't like a lot of maple syrup.
Do you like putting peanut butter on it?
I don't like peanut butter.
Oh
Bro,
my
what?
I don't
goodness.
like peanut butter.
Are you
have to
insane?
put peanut butter on it.
I wish I liked fucking peanut butter because I'm trying to get my protein up and all
Yeah.
that stuff. People just throw like spoonfuls of peanut butter
That's
in
what I
there.
do every
In
morning.
their
And I
protein
just-
shakes.
Can't because I'll taste it and I'll hate it.
Is it like a texture thing or like
No.
Do you not
just the
like peanuts?
flavor?
Yeah, I just don't like peanuts that much. Like I'm a cashew guy. Why are you making fun of me, bro? I just like cashews.
Cashews.
Honey roasted cashews.
Those
are my favorite.
I like pistachios. They're pretty good.
Pistachios are good. They were always too expensive. Dad would never
Oh
buy
yeah,
them for
they're
me.
like $8 for a little bitty bag.
Yeah, I remember every kid when I was playing little league baseball had in their bag hanging up on the wall pistachios, and I never had
Really,
pistachios.
not sunflower seeds.
There's some like the ranch, the dill pickle ones.
I don't know. I like the original dill pickle.
Just the regular.
Just regular.
I like pickle.
But-
Have y'all had pickle beer?
no.
I'm not big on sour beers.
Oh my god.
But instead of like everybody like crack it in half and spit the shell out, I'll crack it in half, eat the seed, not like the shell, but I'll crunch the shell up, and it'll just be like a big wad of just seeds, and it's just salty.
And you swallow that?
No, I don't swallow it.
I thought that's where
I
that
just
was
put it.
going.
I
I just put it in my mouth.
I was like, how is
There you
the
go.
And just
exit
chew on it.
process whenever you do that?
Just
I meant like if you ate the ball.
oh my goodness,
It'd be terrible.
No,
I'd feel bad for my rear end.
that would be very painful. Yeah.
You know, I think I might go get some seeds.
What, do you have some?
No, like from the store. I bet you they don't. I bet you I can find some seeds. Cause I'm hungry. Like, so I don't eat it in the morning. I eat it at lunch, and then I eat at 5 o'clock. Cause I was like, I used to eat later, but then I always wanted to go do stuff at night, and I was heavy. Like I didn't feel good. So lunch and then, or so 12 and 5. That's pretty much the only time I eat. But on the back half of the day, I want like a little chewy, just something like to keep me occupied, you know. And I bet you seeds are like less than a calorie.
Some people, they like Dad. He used to do chewing tobacco,
Yeah.
and the way he got off of that was he'd chew on a toothpick, and That'd help him with that. Some people, when they get hungry, you just drink water, chug it.
That's what I did whenever I would intermittent fast.
Yeah.
I drink like maybe 6 of these a day.
Oh my
I still
goodness.
do, but like it's kind of a mental thing. Whenever you get hungry, drink water.
Yeah.
Until you get to your feast period.
Or
A grape.
I can eat my grapes. Did you have one?
No.
You just been letting me eat these grapes. I threw one to him. You didn't get a grape. You didn't even tell me.
I thought
He almost fucking. He almost made grape juice. Yes, sir. I just love grapes. They're a top tier fruit in my opinion. The best fruit in my opinion, mango.
Mango or watermelon?
watermelon.
What?
Salt.
Especially like after a long day of practice, coach had 5 watermelons and we'd all go out there, slice it up, eat it in the parking lot, and then we go home.
Have y'all ever put tahini on your watermelon?
I have not, but I will.
It's good.
I will do that now.
It is really good.
I don't know why I've never fucking thought of that.
Dad puts slap your mama, and I'm like, that does not sound good because it's spicy.
I never tried
It's,
that.
it's the same thing as tahini, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, exact
I
same
don't know.
thing.
I can't.
Slap
do it
your
'cause
mama
it's
just has a
salty.
little bit more kick.
I don't like salty and sweet, like that, because it's pretty much water
Yeah.
with sugar in it, and then you have salt, and it just
I'm-
don't mix for me.
I put salt on my watermelon. Oh, but I will try tahini. I don't know why I've never thought of that.
I've never thought of putting salt. I've always just
What?
put tahini.
My grandparent, like my family, all put salt on it, and then once I did that, I was like, I just can't go back.
Yeah, I've never thought of that.
How much salt do you put? Do you just cover it in salt, or just like?
Like if I have a little, like if it's like cut up or whatever, like a square, I'll just put it all like in there.
All over it.
Yeah, and
Oh.
spit out the seeds. But if it's a rind,
Mhm.
I'll put it all over it, like all the way.
Wait, what?
A rind?
Yeah, like the outside. You eat the outside of the watermelon.
No, I'm saying like there's different ways.
I was about to say.
There's different ways, like, because if you're at like a party and they got a charcuterie board, they have the little square watermelon. But if you're
Yeah.
at like a family reunion where we have a real
Yeah.
watermelon, we have a rind. I don't know why I specified the two. I just douse it all in salt, all of it.
Some people like their foods with salt.
Watermelon just TMI for the pod just runs right through me, like right through me, clears me out. Like on
Really?
a summer, that's why maybe I don't like watermelon as my favorite because it runs right through me. And whenever you're eating watermelon, it's like outside swimming. And have y'all ever had to
You just
come
feel
inside
so
and
hydrated.
and take a shit while you're wet?
Oh yeah,
I
that
hate
is the
that
worst.
feeling.
It is the
You're
worst.
sitting there like this, and it's the worst feeling ever. I hate that. I absolutely hate that. So that's why I hate watermelon.
I love watermelon.
Second favorite fruit? No, it's not all about me. It's about Connor, and it's about you. What's your favorite fruit?
I just said watermelon. It's top tier.
Either watermelon or a good apple. Like, not one of the small apples that you
Yeah.
get from, like, the store. Like, one of those
Oh,
giant ones
the
that
big
you
Honey
have to
Crisp.
cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know there were so many different kinds of apple. Like I
Yeah,
was
it's
working
just
at.
red, green, and what? Yellow.
Oh my god, this guy just said red and green.
Yeah.
There's like Honey Crisp, Fuji,
Washington,
Washington apple. Like there's different
Macintosh.
species of
Yeah.
apple, and I didn't know that. I thought it was just like what you said. So I guess you didn't even know either.
I mean, I do. But whenever I was younger, we just get a green apple, red apple. That's all we grew up eating.
Yeah,
Or an orange. Them little bitty cuties.
yeah.
Oh, I love cuties. And I love cuties.
Speaking of that,
They're called clementines, right? Or are those different?
a clementine? I thought
I
it was
thought
a
that was
big
like a
one.
flower.
Let me look it up.
I could be wrong.
A
I don't know,
clementine.
but the cuties, me and you went and bought one the other day, and we went through the bag in one day.
Yeah, I love
They're
them.
so good.
Like a quick little snack.
Was it clementines?
Yeah, y'all send me whatever picture y'all find. I'll throw it up on the screen right now.
Yeah.
See, this is why I was supposed to have a TV and a producer so I could have somebody pull stuff up. But, you know,
That's crazy. I'm
poor
don't.
as hell.
I've never heard that
Oh, really?
of clementine. No,
I've never heard someone say that.
Really?
No.
I thought that's what they were called,
I
clementines.
I airdropped it to you.
Okay, I'll throw it up. Saved it downloads. Yeah. So Connor, you got a special girl on your mind?
Not at the moment.
Not at the moment.
I'm not really talking to anyone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of just choosing to stay single.
I think we talked about this a little the other day.
Every time I've tried to get into a relationship, it either just does not work or it screws with my grades and stuff. And
It's just not worth it.
I understood that because last semester, me and my friends are like, let's go to Whataburger, let's go to the casino, let's go walk around and find some women. And it seemed like doing that, my grades didn't come first. And then this semester, like, I've been like, get my grades done when they first come out. I got all A's right now. But back then, it was just like, let's just go out. Forget about the grades. Do them at the last second. And sometimes it'd screw me over.
Yeah. I was worried. Go ahead.
now, don't get me wrong. I would love to be in a relationship, but I don't want to compromise something like that.
Yeah.
Or obviously I have to be greedy and put myself first with my grades and stuff. But
That's not. I would say that if a girl is out there watching that right now, I think that they would say that that's. I don't think you should say greedy. I think it is a form of selfishness, but it's not like you're doing it like gimme. You're working for something. It's like,
yeah, you're working on yourself before you go. You
yeah,
go with the other.
you know what you have to do, and if anything, that's more attractive for girls to see that. Be like, hey, I'm not just gonna bend the knee or talk to anyone and like half-ass something, because that's just not what I do. I like that.
Well, it's not what I do.
that.
I've always been taught if you're going to do anything, put 100% into it.
Right.
If it's not worth putting 100% into it, it ain't worth shit at all.
Have you do you date to marry?
Yeah, I do. And, I'll talk to women here and there, but if it's not going anywhere, I'll just be straight up and tell you, hey, I don't think this is going anywhere. But I at least give it like a month or two of a chance to figure out, is this what I want? Mm-hmm. That's what I've always done. It's more of personal belief to an extent.
So have you always been like that, or is that something you've developed through relationships?
A little bit,
like the bumpy roads and hard times.
Yeah, a little bit of both, really. My first girlfriend was someone that I met in church, and it was my first real girlfriend, and we dated for over a year, and we were just having fun, being couples and stuff, and then we decided to end things. That's not going on the podcast. I'll tell you later. But
yeah, we'll say that for us, our personal pod.
Honestly, but no. And then the next girlfriend after that, it was like, I kind of sophomore year me was like, do I truly want something? Like, can I see myself in the future with this? Mm-hmm. Or am I just horny?
Yeah.
So
that's
I looked at it like
legitimate thought process.
And I was like, it's both. Yeah. Let's get in this relationship. Mm-hmm. And then, that one ended. And then my most recent one was almost 3 years.
Oh, my goodness.
And, yeah, that one was tough.
Whenever you go that long, like, I feel like there's parts of you that will always stay with that person.
Oh, for sure.
Like, just spending that much time with people. I saw something that kind of made me, like, want to get in I saw a guy who was like, my heart is so full of you that I could barely call it mine.
That is.
And I was like, wow. Like, right? Even like that.
Wow.
Like, dude, that, like, I want what they have. That's all I'm going to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want that. I want to feel like that. And it just kind of makes, because I've been in some shit ass relationships, bro. Some shitty relationships.
Yeah.
Bad. Terrible. jail. Like, it's just not good. Like, it's just not good. And I've learned a lot through that, and I wouldn't have. And what's funny is that I learned the lessons in previous relationships, but didn't apply them to the next ones. You know, like, but I knew that this person wasn't good for me, but when I looked in the mirror, I didn't like me. Yeah. So it's like I had to bring my level down, and then when you're in that space, you attract. What's the saying? Like, you are what you attract. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I attracted a lesser quality, lesser moral person because that's how I was, and I just was like, I'm throwing in the towel on, you know, that version of myself and those relationships, because the jail, people hear that, it's like, oh, whatever, but it's like there was so much emotional scarring that, like, no cuffs could ever fucking do to me. You know what I mean? Like, and it was just too much. Like, why do that to me? Like, I now apologize to myself. Like, you were in a bad place, didn't know what to do, and you were just latching on to whoever gave you some attention. You know what I mean? Yeah. And but you live and you learn. And it's like, I always think it's like, what if I didn't learn that lesson? Like, what would have happened? You know, it's like, yeah, it sucked in the moment. Like, maybe I got cheated on in one of our relationships. And then it's like 6 months later, I found out some stuff. And it's like, oh, like, she got an STD. Oh, and my goodness. Yeah, so it's like, I won in the end. You know, it's like, it sucks. It sucks, but karma comes around. You know what I mean? Yeah. What's actually sucks about that is that she did give me one while we were together. Ooh. And I was, like, confused. And then after, she had got a worse one. And, and I found out about that. So, again, look at the person I was at that point. Look at who I was dating. She gave me a fucking STD while we were together, and I wasn't like, what are you doing? This doesn't make sense.
You can go to jail for that.
Yeah.
And she didn't tell me.
For not telling.
That's bad.
Yeah.
Like, you could have sent her to jail by her giving you that.
Yeah. I didn't even know.
Yeah.
I had to go to the school. I had to go to the school nurse and do a piss test, and they're like, yeah, you got the clap. Ooh. So I was like, okay. So I went down to Denton, and it just took a pill, and that was it. In 3 days, it was gone. I was like, my mom used to tell me, like, my dick would turn green, shrivel up, and fall off if I got an STD, and now all I have to do is take a pill, and it was $30. Sex ed, like, in small towns. I don't know about y'all, but my parents never had the talk with me ever. Did y'all ever have the talk?
No, but we had classes for that. Like, we had a mandatory class in middle school for that. I think it was 6th grade. I think we had a speaker come in. But we, like, watched a movie, and then, like, the whole year we just talked about, like,
what was it, porn?
No, it was, like, just body parts and how they worked, and like, not to do things.
Oh, ours was like 2 weeks long, not even that, and it was basically just
2 weeks long.
Ours was a whole semester.
Just don't have sex without a condom, pretty much.
Yeah.
But that was actually kind of funny. In that class in sex ed, one time, we had this teacher who had a little kid, and they had built these desks because they went from having like 10, 15 person classrooms to putting all of 8th grade into one classroom.
Oh, wow.
And like different periods. Mm-hmm. So for our period, one day, it was like the start of the second week. Mm-hmm. The teacher puts a picture on her phone of a very poorly drawn penis. Mm. And she goes, y'all want to know what my son said to me today? His son is like 4 years old, crawling under the tables and stuff. She said, Mommy, people are putting a lot of hearts on the bottom of the desks. And under every single desk,
that's terrible.
It was awful, but it was so hard not to laugh in the moment.
Kids are so innocent. That is so funny. They're drawing hearts. No, that's a ball sack penis. Baby child. I'll tell you about that in 10 years.
10 years?
Well, It was a baby.
He's 4 years old.
Oh.
14.
Oh,
I was
I'll
saying,
probably
you're
ha-
gonna have kids in 10 years too.
I want kids before 10 years. I wanted kids when I turned 19 years old. I now realize how effing stupid that was. Because I wanted, when they turned 21, for me to be 40. Like, that matters.
I want to be financially stable with somebody.
Oh, yeah. I don't want to worry about money or, like, I don't even really want a job. I want to be doing the YouTube thing so I can stay at home, be with her, be with the kid. I don't want to miss
grow up
nothing.
with
Like,
them.
I don't want to miss jack fuck.
That's Dad.
I need to stop
he's-
cussing, bro.
Yeah, no, you're terrible at it. But Mom and Dad, they're always
I
talking
think
about
I'm pretty good at it, but...
this guy.
Hey.
Mom and Dad, they're always like, I don't even remember what we was talking about. I just went blank.
About,
Having kids.
Having kids.
Yeah, there's like make sure you're financially stable, the right one, because say you divorce them 10 years down the line or however long, 3, 2, 1.
36.
Yeah,
Like my parents.
and then you gotta. Where's the child's gonna stay tonight? Are they gonna stay at mom's?
I know, that's
Are they
so...
gonna stay at dad's? Mom, I miss dad. Where's he at?
Oh, God, that breaks my
Like
fucking
that.
heart.
That
dude.
would kill me. Like, cause in our family, everybody's like pretty much together. Yeah, and it's,
That's how it is.
It would just be hard, and like nobody nowadays, they just want to sleep around or they just want to go out to parties and not worry about like their kids, or they're more focused on their job.
Yeah.
And that's part of the reason why I've just stayed out of the dating scene. Because it's like, you know, I feel like I've matured faster than some people my age. But, and you know, I'm going to brag on myself about that. But at the same time, it's also hard because it's like I'm thinking ahead whilst other people are just living in the moment.
Yeah.
So
Although you gotta find... Oh, another thing is that we're at college, you know?
that
so
too.
it's like
That's also
high
what makes it
school
hard.
extended.
Yeah,
And it's like, so the mentality... I mean, I've heard things be said at this campus that I have not heard since my high school lunch table. And it knocks me... And I've said stuff I haven't said since my high school lunch table. Like, it's knocked me on my ass. I'm like, oh my God. Like,
reality hit you. Hit
Yeah.
you right in the forehead.
well, not...
Pretty much, because it's like a little jail, pretty much.
Yeah.
Jail of school,
Yeah.
but
Well, like being out in the like real world, I say that but like being out in the workforce and living and like
paying bills. doing
people
all
just
that.
don't like people are just so different. And then you come to like a campus and it's like a microcosm little atmosphere, and it's like, oh my, like I'm meeting people like hundreds of people. So I went from living in the back of a vape store, shooting this podcast, talking to customers, to having 30 people, 30 new faces every 50 minutes, and every 10 minute, every fresh 150 people on the walk to class. It's like, I forgot what it was like to like be in a community. That's what it. Oh my God, I don't know how many times I said that. I want to be in like a community and feel part of something.
Mm-hmm.
And just like living alone is just never appealed to me really.
Yeah.
And I'd had to do it for a while, and it was. I got sad, and it's like I'm a social guy. Like I have a podcast, I talk on the internet. Like I think a lot of my environment, plus my weight, plus all the stuff, it was just like a.
It was just funneling
Culmination of
down
things.
into a tunnel, and then you came to realize when me and Macy came here, he was like, "Why can't I go back? Why can't I play football? Why can't I get a degree? I can make money sitting at college,
Exactly.
doing YouTube."
Yeah.
And he was like,
While I'm going to class.
I'm gonna flip a switch, and that started the beginning of the semester whenever I moved here,
Mhm.
and ever since then you've lost 70 pounds, 50
Yeah.
pounds. You're gonna have practice Tuesday.
I know, dude.
I gotta go get my sickle cell and my physical done. You already got that. You just gotta keep the grind up.
That, the football thing. I go back and forth because I don't want people to be like, what do you like? And again, this is my brain, so like, obviously, at the end of the day, just like talking to the photographer girl, talking to the lady, I don't care what these people say because I have my goal and what I want to do. Yeah. And for the last 5 years, I let everybody like kind of dictate my life, and But that still doesn't mean that those are gone. Like, it doesn't mean that I don't still think that way. It's a daily battle. I have to renew it every day, every morning. I mean, it's been a week since I shot a podcast.
Yeah.
I could have done it with you yesterday, doing whatever, and it's like, but there's that little voice in my head. It's like, no, maybe you don't look good on the camera, maybe, or whatever. It's like, it's still there, and it sucks. But
also, like, living on college, and like, you already are in a friend group with me and Macy and all the people we hang out with. Like, we're always going and doing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's sometimes it's hard to like sit down and realize like what's going on, how you been.
Thunder thighs. It's nice to slow down.
Mm-hmm.
That's another reason I like doing this is like, say I cut these mics, cut that camera, I don't post it. We only have this memory, right?
Yeah.
Like, no phones. We just sat down and talked for however long we've been talking. And it's like, I just don't think a lot of people slow down anymore. Because I felt, even me being older, like, I felt behind, like, going back to what people think. And it's like, I didn't let myself slow down because I was behind, you know? So it's like, I didn't cut myself a break.
No, that's valid.
Yeah.
That is valid. That's like that old saying that's like, what's the point in walking through the trees if you're not, or what's the point in walking through the forest if you're not going to stop and look at the trees?
Yeah.
That's, I'm picking up what you're putting down. Oh.
Okay, anyways, where that comes from is because I don't know, it's just a thing now, because if we mess up like what we're gonna try and say in like a sentence or something, we just put on our retard mode and just in the headbutt. You just headbutt something, and then we just go on with the sentence.
Yeah, Noah was mumbling like a
retard. A retard.
It's saying.
Oh. It is fine. People probably won't watch this long anyways. You will. It completely like. Let me try it off the wall one more time. I don't know.
Precision.
Bro, that was like. Bro, it's that Mac Attack connection. It's a family connection. What the fuck what were we talking about?
We're just talking about whenever we go retard mode. This guy and his grapes. They're
there you
finally.
go.
Alright. Have y'all seen the new Avatar The Last Airbender trailers and all that stuff?
Does it look good?
This is their second one?
No, it's not the blue people. It's the Airbenders.
Oh,
yes, Avatar. Yeah.
Like Aang.
It's live action.
All that.
It's like live action.
Oh, they're redoing it? Is it actually going to be good?
Well, here's the thing. Up until about 3 days ago, it looked absolutely amazing. But then, and I won't get into it because y'all don't really know, but there was some key components of, like, character arcs that they took out because it was too sexist. But that was the point of his character arc. Like, he wasn't at the end. Sokka, he's like a warrior, and he had a thing with women. He was like, women can't beat me up. I'm a fucking warrior from the Southern Water Tribe. And then throughout the show, he meets strong and powerful women, and it makes him a better person. That's the whole
point of his character.
You talking about Avatar? The only Avatar I've like really watched is the cartoon one on what was it, Nickelodeon?
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
There's a live one. I haven't heard about that one yet.
So back in like 2000,
you haven't heard about it?
In 2012, they came out. I think it was M. Night Shyamalan.
That's the part of doing a podcast in a dorm room. Is that you're gonna get the loud ass steps?
That was somebody clapping.
That was somebody clapping? I thought it was them with flip flops going.
Who do you know that steps that loud with flip flops?
This guy.
Me!
Dude, did you not hear you when you went up the stairs earlier?
You're hating on my Air Forces.
They're like bricks. Oh my. I see? Look at mine.
I gotta make sure my weenie doesn't fall out. That's bad. I'd post this on a different website. What the fuck, dude? Who let me buy microphones and start recording myself? That's what I want to know.
You!
I know.
You did this!
Put me in cuffs. Have y'all ever been in cuffs?
No.
Not even like just playing around? Like not I'm not saying have y'all got arrested like
no.
No.
What about sexually?
He was gonna ask that. No, that's weird.
Why'd your face get red when I asked if you've ever been in cuffs? I think I'm bringing back a memory and you're thinking about it. I've been in cuffs.
Handcuffs.
Yeah.
In the back of a cop car. Twice.
Okay, so Noah told me to ask you about that. So, what happened?
You know what I hate about this is that my counter question is, which time?
Oh no, you gotta tell him the one about the cats. That's the one I was.
I'll tell the story about the cat. Yeah. So it was like 2019. I had just lost my football scholarship and moved back home. Was doing absolutely nothing with my life, and I wouldn't get a job. I was just like going out, coming back at 3 in the morning, just like late. It was still at my parents' house, and so my bright idea was to start buying or getting free cats off of Craigslist and feeding them for like a month and then reselling them for $50 on Craigslist.
In his closet.
On Craigslist. And I actually was doing pretty good. I had made like $350. Like I had like 7, but I had pissed off my sister. Me and Macy weren't like on good terms at that point. My sister. And so we got into it. I had come in at like midnight or whatever, and it was like 4 o'clock in the afternoon when I woke up. Went outside to go get something to drink. My computer has 6% left. And so we get into it. I had told her, oh my God, bro. Disrespectful.
I didn't even see it. It blended in with the wall.
Yeah.
The poster.
No!
Well, there, you can pour it in there.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Okay. So, Macy gets pissed off because I had told my mom that I had one cat in there. My dad's allergic, and so is my sister. So he was starting to sneeze like heavily, like the weeks before, like because that stuff gets in the air vents and gets pushed around the house
All over.
And so he was like, and he's like coming out of his room, and his eyes are swollen. I'm like, I gotta do something. So I piss off Macy. She ends up telling my dad I got 5 cats in my goddamn room, and so he like comes to my room, gives me a knock. It was like a knock I knew. It was like, I was like, I'm going to go ahead and put my athletic shoes on and shorts, and I'm going to get ready for whatever comes through that door. And he was like, let me in. And I was like, okay. And I'm running around trying to grab these cats and chunk them into my bathroom so I can shut my bathroom door. They're running around. And then one of them is a motherfucking bobcat. The people didn't tell me. It was wild. So it was like... So it's like cut me all up. I named him Scar because he gave me scars. He was an asshole. So I get Scar and he's like, and I chuck him in the bathroom, open the door, and my dad like beelines it for my bathroom. So I like jump over my bed because my bed was like, I had a bed, it was on the other side of the room. And I stand in front of the bathroom door. I'm like, what do you need? And he's like, let me in. I'm like, I can't do that. I can't let you in there. Of course, the cats are like going crazy, and because 5 cats are in my bathroom, and so he like tries to get in. I don't let him in, and like he starts fighting with me, I guess, pulling whatever, and we start wrestling, and he's trying to reach through and get the door, and I'm like grabbing it and pulling it, like trying to keep it close so the cats don't run out.
And then your mom
Then my mother comes in the room, jumps on my bed. Let's ruin this motherfucker's life. Let's go. Boom, boom, like starts wailing on me. So let's go. I'm like, oh no. So I'm got my mom and my dad pulling my hair, like hitting me. Like I know this sounds so bad. Hitting me, pulling my hair, and I finally get both of them, and I'm like, boom. And I get them down. I'm like, stop on my bed. And of course the cats are running everywhere at this point, like jumping over us.
They opened the door. And the
yeah,
cats
he
were like,
in the middle of the wrestling, the door came open. The cats went crazy. So I get both my parents like down on the bed because I'm like, stop, because like they're beating me up. And I look up, and my little sister's in the hallway like this. Like, just watching what had just happened. Both my parents attacked me in my room, and she's just, like, looking at me. My mom hates when I say that, by the way, but she did. And so then my mom's like, Macy, call 911. And I'm like, now I'm in damage control. So I, like, hop over the bed and go grab the phone from Macy and, like, end the phone call. Okay. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't.
Yeah.
That's a charge because that's interruption of a 911 call. Didn't know that. So boom. So then my mom, like, cats are going crazy. They get around. Everybody's screaming at each other. My mom goes out to the front yard, calls the cops, and my dad's like, he kind of like chilled out. There was like no punches or anything between me and my dad. My mom was the one punching me or elbowing me in my face, and he was like, you need to leave. Like, he was like, go, you got to get out of here. Like, the cops are on their way. I'm like, because and I say this, we were privileged that I didn't have any interactions with the cops ever. Like, I wasn't in that kind of lifestyle. My parents weren't. They kind of always did the right thing. I mean, they got pulled over a couple times, but like, so I didn't really know anything, and neither did my dad. And I was like, I don't think I need to leave. Like, if I don't know what my mom said out there, but if they're coming here for me and I'm not here, then I'm on the run, and that's worse. So we go outside, and everybody's just like still yelling at each other because it was just not a good period for all of us, anyways. And cops came in like 5 cop cars. I think one of my vlogs, I started off the vlog with all the cop cars and said, welcome back to the vlog. But yeah, then they were like, sir, could you turn around so we can... They got my statement. They got my mom said I was trying to kill him. I wanted to kill him. And the officer was like, ma'am, you didn't say that. Ma'am, you didn't say that. You're not saying that. Like, she was writing that down on her report, and the officer was like, don't put that, like, because you're going to go to jail. Because she should have been the one to go to jail, but I did. And so then they cuffed me and they put me in. Meanwhile, when my dad said, get out of here, I had a best friend at the time. And I called her to come pick me up. So as they're cuffing me, I see her coming down the road. So she has to park, and then they walk me over and put me in the back of the car and take me to jail. And I spent a night, like 36 hours in jail.
Ooh.
Or not jail, just like a gym pod. I hate general population. And because I thought I was going into like 60 days in, like where it's like, like I thought people were going to have shanks, knives. I was the only one with long curly hair that was blonde at the time. And so I had no way of putting it up because they took my hair ties. Like, and so I was like worried that I was like a target. But it was just, I was in and out. People were, they come in, get checked in, they're out, they get bailed out in 2 seconds. Yeah, but I was trying to because you have to sit in a holding thing before they put you in the jail because they give you like 24 hours to get bailed out. So I had to sleep in a chair for like 24 hours, just sitting like this, just watching this little screen, and all the officers are like walking around. And yeah, I was trying to make friends and like, hey, I got your bag. Hey, you got my bag? Like all this stuff. I was so scared. I was so stupid. And then I got bailed. So whenever, God, man, this feels like a lifetime ago. Whenever they would call people's names off to let them know they got bailed out. And when you're in that situation, you've never been to jail before, all you want to hear is your name get called. Like, you make it your name. When they, like, even if it starts with an M or an N or whatever, you want it to be, it's so bad it sounds like your name. And so I had to shower because it was like going on 36 hours. And they didn't shower us when they booked us in. They put us in a shower. They get a hand pump, like to spray your weeds. They tell you put your hands up, bend over, spread your ass. They spray you with pesticide and all this stuff to kill bed bugs and all that. It's like, God, I feel like a cow. And So I was like, I gotta get in the shower. And you know how showers are in jail, and
Yeah.
or how they say, but that's prison. Like, it's not general population Denton County. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but I didn't know. So I go in the shower and I like put my back up against the wall. I'm like watching everybody, making, because it's all open. Like, there's no walls. It's just everybody. Like, I'm looking at a grown man lay in his bed to read his book while I'm washing my hair, and he can see everything. And I put my head under and I do like this, and I hear McMillin, and I'm like, there's no way. Like it's not. And I feel someone touch me on my shoulder, and I like, and open my eyes, and it was my bunkmate, and he was like, "Hey, you're getting bailed out. Can I have your little care package of like your toothpaste and the cookies?" I was like, "I will pay your bail right now. I like dropped to my knees. I was like, "What's your bail? I'll pay it. I'll get you out of here." Like, I was just on cloud 9. I was like shaking, and then I got bailed out.
How much was his bail?
I don't remember. I think it might have been $2,500 or something. But I was just so happy. I was just saying whatever to get out of this place. And then I got bailed out, and I just walked out. I had to walk to the nearest like CVS.
I thought it was Dollar General.
It was Walgreens.
And they gave you like a
charger. Yeah, let me charge my phone. Because then there was then I had to go hang out with my friend, and then I couldn't go back to the house because it was like a what did they call that? A violent something. I don't know. It was violent, so I couldn't go back. And for however many days, my mom almost couldn't go back to her own house for 90 days. And so we met up at the high school, and they gave me my car and some shirts, and for like 2.5 weeks to 3 weeks, I was just living in my car trying to find an apartment.
Dang.
And that was while you was in high school, huh?
No, I was
No.
No,
You
it
was
was
17.
It was back when I came back from college. It was when I lost my scholarship. So I was younger, but I was probably 18, maybe 19, just living in my car for however long.
That's insane.
But yeah, over some cats.
Whatever happened to the cats?
Probably got shot.
I'll tell you after the podcast. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, I remember those cats. It was Poe, Snickers, Lil Peep, Meth, and Scar. That was my 5 cats. I'll maybe throw up some pictures. Meth was a weird cat.
Was that the bobcat?
No, Scar was the bobcat. Meth was just a little white cat. I say it's a cat. It was a cat, but it like acted weird. Like
a dog?
No, not even like that. It just like it just was a weird little animal. It'd like walk around, just do random stuff, like not cat things. It'd do like I don't know.
Meth.
I'm not doing this.
Things.
Yeah, I did probably because I whatever. Y'all talk. How long we been going? I don't know.
An hour.
We've been going for an hour.
Yeah.
I got 3% on my Mac. What do you have any socials? Anything you want to say? Anybody you want to plug? I know we talked about stuff.
Yeah.
Your music.
My music.
Send me the audio file and I'll make it the outro music.
Yeah.
Right here.
Well, it's gonna be here because it's music.
Well, to like get to it, it's gotta be up here somewhere.
Yeah, your Instagram, just point anywhere and I'll put it wherever you want.
Right there.
Okay.
Okay. And then do you want me to say it out now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so it's CG Hoss, HOSS 12 with an underscore at the bottom.
And he's single?
I am single.
He's ready to mingle.
I've been ready. Just waiting on the right one.
Waiting on the right one to walk into frame.
Yeah.
What about you, Noah? You guys sit.
What? Sorry.
That would have been I don't think anybody has kissed on the podcast.
Oh, I am not kissing no man. Heck no.
That was a look of genuine fear.
Bro, I've never seen you get that red so fast ever.
No, I'm not kissing no man.
No. I know kiss man. I will know. All right.
Sound like a straight caveman.
Well, guys, that was fun.
That was fun.
And see, like I told you, you just forget. Like that the camera's there. The microphones, I gotta get another thing. Oh, thank you for watching. Subscribe, leave a like.
Check out my music.
Yeah, check out his music. I'll play it right now. 3, 2, 1, and that's the end. Bye.